Please. Okay, 1, 2, 3 testing. If you can hear me, please type yes on the chat. Please type yes on the chat if you can hear me. That'll be really cool. All right, so I'm inviting everybody to join me. If you have any questions, just post it type it on the chat. I'll be more than happy to respond. Or can you hear me or can't you? Appreciate it if you can type yes on the chat to let me know if you can hear me. All right, Mapumba. Thank you. So I'm going to wait a few minutes just so everybody joins us. There's 10 of you right now. I'm going to wait until there's about 50 or so, maybe a little more. And yeah, we'll rock this. 25. Hi, Alejandro. ¿Cómo estás? Hey, Saif. Hey, Jakub. Hey, Austin. How are you? Hey, Vaitauras. I'm sorry if I butcher your name. Hey, Tang. How's everybody? Straightforward, KD. Minar tips and tricks. All right. How are you? Hey, Ahmed, Arman, and Daryl. Good afternoon, Rikesh. Yep. So before we go any further, Edwin, Path, and Alan, how are you? General news. Reed fans, Dominic, how are you? We're rocking that gold long, right? If you are in the VIP group, yo. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. We post a lot of stuff. All right, thank you, M. Laren. Thank you, Kingsley. Thanks a lot. I mean, we do this for you, right? This is extraordinary that everybody's doing good. Hello, Dr. Dre. Why don't you hook me up with some beats? Yeah, so I'm really happy that everybody's doing fine and everybody is trading good and making money because that's what we do here. We make pachungas money. That's right. That's the whole goal, right? To make money after all. Yeah, Rob. Thank you, Rob. Yeah, I mean, I'll explain the rationale here. The reason that I didn't send, uh, well, the analysis after the gold trade is because I wanted to explain it live. Right. Awesome. So yeah, why don't we start? I'm just copy and pasting some of your comments to my teams because I mean they're really glad that when you guys comment like this because it's true, right? We That makes us very 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 happy. Right. So yeah, why don't we start with gold, man? We are going to start with that gold. Cool. Right, gold. The gold. Right, so we're going to start with that gold. Remember that if you are not on the VIP team, hello, Marco. Yeah, I mean, and you know that, it only takes one trade a day to make money, right? Thank you. Right, so gold is really in a bull run, right? And even though we miss this breakout right here, or the retest right here, doesn't matter. There are always good opportunities to get in on that, right? So what I was looking at, we have still room to the upside to retest this key zone, right? The 1870 and the top of this of yeah of this channel, right? That in the long term looks very much like a flag, all right? I am expecting a breakout out of the 1870 for a real continuation. Now, the reason that that we don't, I mean, that we have our targets very close is because we are very close to this zone, right? We're not going to swing trade we are not going to swing trade a buy here, right? We're not going to swing trade a buy here because I actually expect price to get here, right? But the thing is that I also expect a deep pullback to at least this level in order for buyers to be strong enough to break through to through the 1870, right? So what we did here is the 4-hour chart, very basic retest, right? This is what we do. This is what we do here. Remember, don't chase this trade. I mean, you're gonna get burned. The risk to reward is not there for you if you're not in. But if you want this kind of, these kind of signals, mates. I mean, join the VIP team. It's only 35 pounds per month. It's nothing, and you get tons of good trades and good analysis and education content, right? So I was looking at this, and if you look at this, this is a previous key level. Why is this a previous key level? Well, it's simple. This is the level buyers were protecting. Then it broke to the, sellers broke with it, and here is where we picked up big sellers to push price down about 7.62%. That is, my friends, a key level in my opinion. Now that we have broken to the upside with it right here, and we retested it back, to me this is a Mortal Kombat buy, in the sense that it is pretty obvious that big buyers are going to be stepping in here. Now, not only that, but we are retesting the weekly pivot. I mean, and this confluence just was agreeing with me and agreeing with us all, right? So we are retesting that weekly pivot, the 38.2% retracement of the entire move up, and the 50% retracement of the last leg up. That's right, Scorpion. We're going to, what was it called after they, at the end, the fatality. We're going to fatality this. Right, so not only that, but we also have big bullish divergence. So everything is pointing out at least a retest of the highs, where it is that we have our our TP2, right? So if you want to receive these kind of signals, I mean, our entry was a phenomenal. Our entry was right here at the weekly pivot, if I'm not mistaken, at the 1815. Yeah, we are at the daily resistance. I mean, it's fine. You can take profit if you want to. I'm not going to. This is the daily highs. This is a small resistance. On the hourly, the true resistance is at the 1826. I mean, we are in a range. We are going to take some resistance. I'm not moving my stops to break even either. All right. I'm not going to. I mean, this is quite the reversal, and more so because we are at. I'm going to show you why I'm not going to. This is another one, right? You have to look at bullish, bearish, short-term bearish targets too, mates. This is important for entries. When you look at buys, when you look at buys, yeah, it's good to have the analysis that I just did, right, on the 4-hour chart. But all this analysis is bullish analysis. You also have to, it's very important to do the bearish analysis when you enter bullish. Why? Because you need to know if you are in a zone where short-term bears are going to be taking profits or not. So the 122, this one right here, but it's in white, we can't say it. Right, so we are going to look if we are at the 161.8, and as you can see, right here, the 161.8 is right here at the weekly pivot, which means that this is the exact zone where short-term bears were going to take profits. And this, my friends, right here is nothing but a very nice stop hunt for very weak longs that are now regretting to not have joined the VIP team with Learn to Trade because they got stopped out before moving higher. Thank you, Saras. I really appreciate the kind words, and that's the entire thing. That's what I'm aiming at. Because yeah, I'm a profitable trader. I'm a very good trader, and I'm not saying that just to be braggy. It's real. It's a reality. But it has taken me a long time to get here. And I was a rookie trader like you guys were before. And when I say rookie, you just started, and this game is really hard. I didn't have a mentor or anything. I did this by myself. Paying my dues, uh, which were expensive. But at the end, I realized what works and what doesn't work. And, like I said, you can follow my signals if what you want is just following signals. I really don't care what you do. But if you want to improve with, your trading knowledge, I mean, there's a ton of things that I share that you should be looking into, and of course that I'm going to start with more educational content. No, I don't. No, you can't enter gold right now. That's it's too late. I'm going to start with some educational content. I'm thinking about how to go about it. Of course, not going to be free, but it's not going to be expensive at all. My aim is to develop because there's so much money to make here. This market in the currency exchanges that everybody can make money, and everybody can become a shark. And I'm going to still be making the same amount of money, even if 100 of you start making real money. So yeah, my goal is to develop as many good traders as I can. If you want to join the boat, just join it. Do I see? Should we take partials? You should do you, mate. I am not going to take partials. At this point, what I'm going to do, I'm going to move stops. I'm not even going to move stops to break even. So this is the trade. Hold on, this is the MAM, right? Yeah, this is the MAM. I have the same trade on the MAM as you can see. I do send the same trades that I take myself. On the MAM, we have also Ethereum longs. That this Ethereum long is long term. You can see the wide stops here. But if you watch today's daily, what is it? The daily, hold on. If you watch this, this is the VIP, right? The daily watch list for today, I talked about this entry in Ethereum, and you could have entered yourselves. We miss trading on indices. Please set up once you can. Yeah, Latina Robinson and M. Lauren, you can join by clicking the link below this video. My course, yeah, perhaps, but it's still to be developed, Alan. I haven't even started yet. But yeah, it'll be there. Yeah. So this is the gold trade that we have going on right now. This is the signals account. This trade is up almost 1% right here. I'm not taking profit at all. what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually, when price gets close to the 128 to 130 level, I'll think of taking some off. At the moment, I'm not touching the trade, and when we hit TP1, because we will, all move stops to break even, and this is the reason that you shouldn't be taking the trade right now. The risk to reward is just negative here, but I mean up to you again. Because Sakisha, because of what I said, the risk to reward ratio. But if you don't care about those things, I will. You will be the first one. If you are on the VIP group, you will be the first one to know when I'm ready to share my knowledge. So yeah, this was good. um, um, 1,000 per day. 1,000 what? Ciao, bello. I'm doing fine, thank you, mate. So XRP, yeah, this was the entry. No, Ethereum. This was the entry I was talking about on the daily, right here on the daily watch list. The daily watch list is only for VIPs, of course. That's one of the perks that I've created for VIPs. I didn't send this as a signal because I couldn't trade it on this account because of risk parameters. But I do send this kind of possibilities of an entry for you to actually think about it, and if it makes sense to you, you can take it yourself. This is why it's important to watch the daily watch list. So, yeah, I can check I'm sorry, Euro US dollar. Right. Let's have a look at the Euro US dollar. Remove drawings. Any suggestions on when gold break even in gold? When we hit TP1, should be okay. Cardano ADA, what the hell is that? I don't know. That's a what? That's a crypto? I don't know, maybe, but what is Cardano? I have no idea. Well, Latina Robinson, the link is below this video. Latina Robinson Queen. I'm sorry, I didn't see the hyphen. The link is below below this video. You should join. Right. So let's have a look at the Euro US dollar. Before we do the Euro USD. Yeah, I mean the spread. Look at this is the spread on ETH. I'll do the Euro US dollar in a few because this is interesting. The spread. What broker are you using? What the fuck? Here. What broker are you using, mate? So the spread here isn't that bad on AVA. TMGM, I don't know. Kingsley Chung. Yeah, ciao bello. We're going to have a look at oil too. All right. So what was I looking at? Yeah. So the little right here, Ethereum US dollar. I really like AVA as a trader. You should. I mean, and if you open an account with AVA and deposit at least $5,000 using the link that we provide, you can join the manage accounts. Bam bam bam. Show all. Ray. So Ethereum, it's not that bad if you look at it. Let's do properties here and ask. And okay, Right, let's go to the 1 minute chart. Yeah, I mean the spread here is about yeah, 100 pips, right? Hey, Aaron. Right, my ETH, my Ethereum, my Ethereum spread is just 100 pips. Yeah, this is good. I mean, this is a good spread, right? So let me share with you what we have made on the MAM account, right? Since the beginning of May. Should be interesting. Do you want to know? If you don't want to know, well, just pause the video. We've made $2,387. That's let's see, a 3% increase. A 3% increase. Yeah, I mean the thing about this is that yeah, this is our equity curve. The thing about this is that um, what we do on the man account is, it's slowly growth, swing trading and slowly growing, slowly growing our equity for the long run. We are not high risk, high risk money managers, or I am not a high risk money manager. I protect my equity, as you can see, a lot. Yeah, I mean, Team Tor, I have never traded with such a high risk. On the MAM account, you know how much I risk. On top, 0.75% is what the most that I risk. So yeah, this is what I do on the MAM. If you're interested, email support, right? And yeah, I mean, I read that gold is rocking. Let's have a look. Gold. Yo, boom. Now we can move subs to break even, shall we? Let's see. But this is the MAM. Right, let's go to the manage account, to the signals account. Cool beans. So we are near TP1 right here. Let's have a look at the hourly. We are near TP1. Why don't we move stops to break even? Shall we, Tim? Let's move stops to break even on this gold, and let's let it ride so we don't have to come back to, to manage that, to manage the trade, because we're going to continue with with the live session, right? I mean, we could also even take half of it here. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take half of it here, right? Boom. So that was a what? 110 pip win. Boom. Take half of gold longs here for plus 110 pips, and move stops to break even. Right, so we are rocking this account. And yeah, it's a good thing also that you see me do this live, because I mean, we don't lie here. This is what we do. And I'm going to forward this message to the free group so you can be incentivized to join us. Boom. That's right. This is what we do. We make money. Right, so gold. We were talking about the Euro US dollar, all right, we were talking about the Euro US dollar, but before going through the Euro USD, we're going to look at what the DXY is doing, right? The DXY is the US dollar currency index. Oh, before we go into forward, Tim, yeah, I mean, if your account, is $100, yeah, you should be risking a lot more. I mean, I'm managing. I mean, I'm starting this. This account, or the signals account, is just 5,000, and we're risking 1%. Right. Aaron, when I say move stops to break even is when you move the stop losses to your entry point. So we are writing on a free trade. Right, the Euro USD. Damn. Yeah, the Euro US dollar on the daily looks very bullish, right? I don't know who was talking about the Euro US dollar, but if you can raise your hand, that'll be good. Uh-huh. So the Euro US dollar, boom, boom. Yeah, we're talking about that. No, this is the DXY, I'm sorry. So the DXY looks, okay, Marco. The DXY, we're going to start talking about the DXY because the Euro US dollar moves are mostly driven by this puppy, right? So the US dollar currency index has, downside is capped by the 99 or by the 90 level, right? But if you look at the 4-hour chart, this 4-hour chart looks extremely bearish to me still, right? Right now we are, hold on, I need to change the color of my pivot point to green. Right, we are, right now we are retesting the top of this bearish structure. This is a midterm bearish structure if you notice. And we are retesting the previous broken level while trading above that pivot, that weekly pivot, right? So this still looks very bearish. On the hourly, we are still looking very bearish, but we are still, the downside right here is capped by the weekly pivot. As you can see, here is where buyers on the short term are starting to go in. Yeah. Sellers are protecting the 90 level. Buyers are jumping in right here, right? So we have a struggle between buyers and sellers in this narrow range. Now, as I see it, let's have a look at structure, right? We are still in a short-term, let's see. Yeah, we are still in a short-term bearish structure below this trend line. Let's clone it and let's see if it is a structure move. It is a very structured move. We are still in the short-term structure. Right here. So, if and when, I don't know if we are going to do so, but this is the thing, right? Hold on, we have a very important question. How to manage trades taken in a 0.01 lot? If you took a trade in a 0.01 lot, just take everything out at TP1. Because what you need to do and what you need to focus on is growing your account. Take everything at TP1. So this looks very. Yesterday's move was triggered by CPIs, right? Because we are still trapped inside of this range, right here, this looks like a very, very flaggy move. So if price ends up breaking above the 90 level, it will break with the short-term bearish structure, which means that more upside will come from the US dollar. Now, having said that, on the midterm, the next key level would be the 91.20. So if we break to the upside, we could be looking at a possible from breakout to key level at a possible 0.40% move right on to the upside on the DXY. Right, so let's go back to the Euro US dollar. Now the Euro USD on the daily, it says, tells me nothing. But let's do the 4-hour chart. And the 4-hour chart, we are still bullish-ish. Let's see if we can find a structured move here. Cologne. I reckon we are, right? So we are still in a very bullish structured move, right? This should be a little like this rule. So we are still in a very bullish structure move, but right now with the DXY going up, right? If you notice the DXY, I'm sorry, the Euro US dollar is also capped in a range, right? The upside capped by the weekly pivot and the downside by the previous key level. So in order for us to know for sure where the euro US dollar is going, we need to wait for that DXY breakout, right? If the DXY, damn it, breaks through the upside, then we are going to have a bearish continuation of the euro US dollar. But if the DXY breaks to the downside, we are going to have that retest of the 121.75 on the euro US dollar. Also, we are near the 120.05, 120.50 on the euro USD. So this is a very this is a very psychological level. So that's my take on the euro USD. Let's see some questions. If the DXY is going up, doesn't that mean gold is going down? No, not necessarily. I see your point, but I mean, gold is not gold moves right now are not triggered by correlation with the U.S. dollar. Even, I mean, yes, a little bit, but more so because risk is off at the moment, in the sense that equities continue. U.S. equities continues to go down. Let's have a look at the. Well, today today it's a very bullish day for the S&P 500. But when I mean the risk is off, I mean money is flying from riskier investment like equities to safe havens like the Japanese yen and gold. And the gold is a hedge against inflation, and inflation is rising in the United States. So that's the reason that gold is rallying, and that's the reason that we are looking only for gold buys. How come they are connected? Oh yeah, I can do that, but I'll respond to that later. I'm sorry. Right. So we were talking about what? Euro US dollar, the GBP USD. Now the GBP USD, I'm no longer long in the GBP USD. If you remember, I was long from here on the MAM, and I held through all of this hellhole. But I got stopped out because, I mean, on the last part of my trade, I got moved stops to below this low, and I got stopped out. I'm still looking for entries on the pound, and the pound versus the US dollar is now giving me a signal to go long. I'm not going to go long just yet because I'm holding two open trades with full risk on the MAM. So I'm not going to go long just yet. But if this makes sense to you, type it on the chat, right? I got long on the GBP USD when we broke with this level. I held through all of this chop, and then I took some profits around these levels, right? Now, this is, and it still is, a very thick area on the pound. Oh boy, like this. On the pound, just have a look at this, how many times it was. Actually, I'm going to change the color of my brush and make it thicker. I'm going to do a what? A red? Should I do a red? No, I hate red. Red, I don't use too, I'll do a magenta. No. I'll do a blue. Deep blue? No. I'll do a red, damn it. All right, so just look at how many times this level was retested, and right here, I mean, this level was severely guarded by bears, right? Once we broke to the upside, now we have retested it. This is a clear break retest pattern, even though we didn't quite retested it yet. But you have to remember that support and resistance are zones, not levels, and this is the zone that I was talking about, and I mean, it looks phenomenal in a technical point of view, right? Let's have a look at the hourly. I mean, it looks fantastic, but like I said, we actually, you know what? This looks good. But let me see if we can find a setup here. What I don't like is the risk to reward to TP1 right here. And it really doesn't matter because in order for me to be long, I would have to, price would have to break with the daily highs because we are still inside of a bearish structure, right? And the risk to reward, I mean, it's only 28 pips to TP1, but the risk is about 85 pips. So yeah, we're not going to take that trade, even though it's a good setup, it's a bad setup, you know. That's how you manage risk when trading. Yeah, so that's I mean, but but I'm still, yeah, I'm gonna go through all of your questions about the Nasdaq, the GBP Aussie, and everything. Don't worry. If it takes me 2 hours, it takes me 2 hours. That's fine. But I mean, if you like what you see, just give me a thumbs up on this video, and subscribe to the VIP channel because you are missing out if you're not subscribed. The link is below this video. So if price makes a new low and a new lower high like this, now this will give me a great risk to reward for a long opportunity. So that's what I'm going to be waiting on the pound versus the US dollar. If that doesn't happen, I'm not gonna trade it because that is my trading plan, right? That is my fucking trading plan, and you need to follow your trading plan. I mean, don't get trapped into FOMO. That's a good way to burn money, man. Right. Gold is rocking. Yeah, let me show you. Let me show you what we've made so far on the VIP, and I will go through all of your questions. Don't you worry about. I'm on a custom period from May the 1st. All right, and remember, this is a $5,000 account. So we've made about 5% this month, right? And let me show you my the equity curve on this account. So that's more than 5%. And this is what we do on the VIP signals. Wouldn't you like to have this as your equity curve? As you can see, just one loss on the US dollar, Singapore dollar, and then all wins, and some break evens. Yeah, I mean, join with the link below this video. Right. What was it? GBP, US 100. Right. All right, the Nasdaq. Once you pay, all right, return. Right. So Richard, once you pay, you will receive a link to join. That's a link to join the Telegram group. That's how simple it is. And no, you can't. I mean, you can't combine them. I personally, yeah, personally, yes, but I don't trade crypto that much. Our crypto trader is Aziz, and I don't know what broker he uses. Right, so the Nasdaq. Cool. To me, the Nasdaq is trading in no man's land at the moment. I am not going to short this, even if we retest these previous highs and previous lows. I'm not going to short the Nasdaq. Fuck no. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for my next big buy zone. Remember, if you follow me, you already know that my big buy zone was here. And have a look. I didn't take this long, right? But I'm pretty sure a lot of traders did. Why? Just look at this daily candle. That doji. That was a beautiful bull trap. I didn't take this trade because it was not. I didn't have a signal to go long. But I mean, traders are going to be are not going to trade out of their plan, and just by looking at this daily doji will go long. I didn't. So yes, it's okay. I understand now. Yeah, you should. I mean, you should. And sometimes we are going to have. You already know that. Sometimes we're going to have the same entry on gold, for example. We didn't today, but so we're going to have the same entry for VIPs and swing trade signals. And there you, I mean, just choose whether you want to swing trade it or short-term trade it, you know. Right, so the NASDAQ, all right, so where was I? Yeah, the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ is trading below this key level. Now, I hate red on my charts. Red, to me, red means danger. And I don't know. It's not that I am superstitious, but you know, I read somewhere, someone told me that by using red on your charts, you know, it does something to you, and you're not trading at your optimal. I don't know. I just don't like it. So right now, the Nasdaq is trading in the middle of nowhere. I wouldn't touch it with your fat finger. But I am going, if you see here, I do have an alert here. Key level retest on the NASDAQ, right? Because this is going to be my buy zone on the NASDAQ around the 12,700 to the retest of these previous lows. Right, so this is the NASDAQ to me, and yeah, if you look at my oscillator, we are still pretty much in bear territory. I wouldn't buy anything right now, even though we are printing some amazing bullish divergence. But you need to understand that a market can stay oversold and printing bullish divergence for a while. If you don't trust me, just look at oil. Just look at crude oil on the daily, right? Crude oil on the daily, right? Printing bearish divergence for since November, right? Bearish divergence is not only it's not a signal, right? It's just a validation. So yeah, this is the Nasdaq to me. We are still in bearish territory. It's still in bearish territory, and yeah, I'm waiting for that level to hit and my alert to trigger to try and find somewhere somewhat of a signal to buy. Now, I missed this one because I was on my daily run. I hope some of you took it because I talked about this level on the daily watch list, right? When I talk about this level, we were still printing this red candle, so there was not a setup to buy at the moment, right? And I went for my daily run, and then when I came, price was already trading like this. So yeah, I missed that one, but it's fine. We are still making the money. We are still making the money. So I hope some of you took it because it was an incredible buy. So this is the 4-hour chart, and if you look at the hourly chart, we are retesting right there my key level. Right now, there's nothing else to do but just look at it and see how beautiful of a bullish run it turns out to be now. Yeah, we missed it. What can I say? We can't catch everything. The S&P 500, however, it's something that I didn't want to trade because I didn't want to trade the S&P 500 to the upside because this buy right here was in the middle of nowhere to me, right? Of course, that to many people not. Yeah, I'm talking about the US dollar, Japanese yen in a while. Don't worry about it. Yeah, it was in the middle of nowhere, right? My true level is the 4,000 level. I still believe that we can definitely go lower. Just by looking at the 4-hour chart, we can definitely go lower if this level right here holds. If this level holds, I'm definitely going to look for shorts on the S&P 500 for a short-term short towards that 4,000 level, where I will be looking for buys, definitely. So that's the plan. That's the play on the S&P 500. Looking for short-term shorts right here, then looking for a swing trade on the upside of this level. Why? Because that from all-time highs, right? It's only a 6% move to the downside, and if we look at previous moves to the downside, This is a 6% move to the downside before buyers jumped in. And and if you notice, right here we got that recovery, but then we got the real pullback before the buying power started. So I'm waiting for that, right? I already did the US 30. Uh-huh. Now let's see. Right. What was it? Okay, so GBP Aussie. GBP Aussie. Right, the pound Aussie. I mean, this is something that I don't trade too much, right? But yeah, let's have a look at it, right? So I'm going to delete all of the drawings, and I'm going to go back here. This is the daily chart on the GBP Aussie, right? So we are at that key level, you know, the 182. So let me just put on the correct coordinates. 182. Right, that 182 is big level of resistance on the daily, on every time frame actually. And the next key level to the upside should be this one, right? The 182.90, let's call it, which is fine, right? So that's a daily, all right? We are at a very strong level of resistance. Yeah, again, here on the 4-hour chart, we haven't quite gotten there yet, but yeah, and the hourly looks bullish. It looks extremely bullish in the sense that the 181.500, 181.50 is holding, and yeah, this looks like a flag. I wouldn't take this long, and I'm not going to. Why? Because we are so close to this big level of resistance. But if you were already long from perhaps this level, just hold your trade, move your stops below these lows, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, it's looking very bullish. Now, on the daily, what I would want actually would be a retest of the 180.60. Now, this, my friends, would give me a very nice long on this. And I'm actually going to put on an alert here because, yeah, I can't remember everything that I say, right? So yeah, I need alerts on my charts. All right, I'll do the US dollar Japanese yen, damn it. USD yen, we are, let's have a look. I don't think we have been triggered just yet. And you see why we take profits and why we move stops to break even? It really doesn't matter. We already took nice profits here. If I get stopped out of break even on the rest, I do get stopped out of break even on the rest. That's the way that I trade. If you're not comfortable with that, you should take your entire profits at TP1. Do whatever you want, man. You know, do whatever it feels right to you. So, no, here it is. This is the signals account. Yeah, we are still holding that buy on the US dollar Japanese yen, right? This was also sent to the free channel as a free trade idea. So there's no harm if I'm showing this right here. Now, the reason that we're taking this is because of yesterday's big bullish move, right? Yesterday we had a big bullish move, and if you look at the hourly, no, this is 4-hour chart. If you look at the hourly, again, like the GBP Aussie, this looking very bearish, very flaggy, right? Look at this beautiful continuation pattern. This is a beautiful continuation pattern. This trade was found by Olympio. And if we break with the daily highs, we are in like sin. Yeah, that's the reasoning behind it. I think Olympio wrote, I'm definitely sure Olympio wrote an article on that one. Yeah. That's the US dollar Japanese yen. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, so yeah, I'm typing. So you have any questions? The pound yen, the pound yen. So the pound yen on the daily, damn it. I mean, I love this currency pair. You know, historically is my best trade it is the market that I made the most money on historically. Yeah, and let's analyze it right now. On the daily, well, we have to turn to the 2-day chart so we can see it actually. On the 2-day chart, we are just right here at this level of resistance, very big level in my opinion. I mean, this is the level where big sellers jumped in. Where big sellers jumped in, and hold on, I have a couple of questions. So Sarah Clyde, I think now I understand Learn to Trade very well now. Thank you. All right. Would you risk more than 1%? No, I mean, if you're asking me personally, I don't even risk 1% per trade, mate. But that's because I trade big accounts. Right? But I mean, you need to consider where you are as a trader, right? If you are starting out with a new trading account, you know, I would advise you to, even though it's a even if it's um, all right, I will go through all of your questions. So I mean, if you have $100 account and you're just starting up with a real account, risk less than 1% because psychologically speaking, it will hurt a lot if you lose a couple of trades in a row, right? I mean, try to understand how trading money works for you in a psychological sense, and then when you feel more comfortable trading, you can scale up, right? Hey, I have a question about lot size. I have a $102,000 account. What lot size should I use for the US dollar yen trade? What would you use? Damn it. So, you know, again, it's I mean, when I place a trade, I don't think about lot sizes. I think about percentage risk, right? For example, here I have a tool. Let me show you. Damn. This is, and you should definitely get this if you're trading an account that size, mate. So, for example, let's say I want to take shit. I forgot. This is the one. Let's say I want to take this US dollar Japanese yen trade on the MAM account, right? I have this. I have this. This is called risk calculator, right? And this is called risk calculator. It costs like $10 a month. You know, should fucking get it right now. And what I do is just go pending order, right? And it's this easy. Or pending order. I want to risk 0.5% on this trade. My entry should be here above these highs. My stop loss should be here below these lows, right? And it says here that my volume should be 2.85 lots just to risk 0.5% of the account. So I enter the pending order. Trade is not allowed. Why trade is not allowed? I don't know. View. I understand now why. Standard auto trading. And then I just hold the pending order. Again, let's do it right here. Right here. I mean, I don't even look at it, you know, I just look at my levels. I know I'm risking 0.5% and I enter the pending order. I don't know, invalid stops. Shit. All right, let's do this again, all right? Yeah, my stop loss is there. All right, enter. And it should have entered my stop loss. But you know, I mean, settings. Allow live trading, all right, DDN. Oh, I remember why. Yeah, I need to do it again. Cool, so pending order, let's call it there. pips. This is no. This is the profit target. That's why it didn't go there. So my profit, let's call it here. This is my entry, and this is my stop loss. So it says my volume is 275, and I enter the pending order, and boom, there you go. Cancel, take profit, and now I'm risking on this trade $838, which is 1% of the $8,200 account. I'm going to delete this because I'm not taking this trade on a 1% risk, but I'm taking it. I'm actually taking it on a 0.5%. I like it, you know. There you go. And enter, and there you go. I have my pending buy order there without even having to calculate my lot size. Now I'm risking what, $400 on an $8,200 or $82,000 account. That's 0.5%. I'm pretty happy with it. Let's rock it. So that's what you should be doing, you know. Instead of thinking about the lot size, think about percentages. And if you're trading a $102,000 account, please fucking buy that risk calculator, right? Okay, how do you decide where you take profit or where do you? Yes, I do have certain rules on taking profits, and that it's pretty simple, you know. And this is something that, this is something that big futures trader told me, and that it has been, and it stuck with me, right? A big futures trader told me this: always take profits, and always take profits on the next key level. Why? Because you don't know if that level is going to break or is going to hold, and if you don't take profit on the next key level, you are entering wishful thinking territory, in the sense that you were hoping that level is going to break, which you don't know. So you take profit on the next key level. And that's why I also, for example, this pound US dollar, that's why I'm not taking this long. Why? Because my next key level is too close to my entry. That's it. Right. I trade 3%. Dollar capital. Well, that's good, team. US gold, please guide. I already did it. Gold, and yeah, I mean, we're still long gold. Yeah, pretty good actually. Sorry guys, I would like to learn what does it mean move stops to break even. I think someone answered you this, but share, thank you. But it means that you need to move your stop loss level, you know. For example, shit. Let's see Ethereum here, or gold. Fine. Yeah. Yes, I want to. Hold on. What you need to do, I mean, this is your stop loss level right here. This is the man account, right? Moving my stops to break even would mean moving this red level, right? That is your risk to your entry point. So your risk is 0. All right. Should I keep my gold? Is going to rise? I mean, I don't know if gold is going to rise or is going to fall, and because you know what? I don't have a fucking crystal ball. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going. This is an auction plan. I mean, this game is about probabilities and simple math. You know, you have to do the work. You have to know. The reason that I trade the way that I trade is because I have data backing all my trading decisions. I mean, that's it. That's it. I've put the fucking hard work. You know, and I know that if I do this, the probability of success is higher, and if I do this, my equity growth is going to be higher, etc. I don't know if gold is going to rise or not. I mean, I don't know if someone with or big money or a big bank is going to go and sell a shit ton of futures contract that would make price drop. I don't know that. I don't know what's going to happen in the future. You need to protect your equity against any outcome. That's what you need to do as a trader, you know. And that's why we took profits here, right? Shit, this is the 2-day chart. And that's why we took profits here, because it was the next key level. That's why we took profits here. We don't know if that key level is going to break or not. That's why we took profits here. And that's why we move stops to break even. Why? Because we want to protect the money that we already did, and yeah, we don't want to give it back. So we don't know if buyers are going to be able to break with this level. I mean, let's see how thick this zone is. Why don't we go ahead and watch how thick this volume is, how thick in volume this zone really is, right? I'm going to boom that. This is GC. This is the futures, the gold futures contract, and we're just going to look at this right here. What is it? Why is it always white? I don't know. Yo, I want it blue. Yes, fucking blue. Right. So we're going to watch, look at the volume. Right, the volume of the entire range. The high volume zone, or the point of control, is all the way above here, right? But if we just look at the volume for today's session, we are trading above today's point of control, right? And this is a good thing because this is very bullish, which means, and we already tested it. Actually, let's go to the 50-minute chart so we can appreciate it better, right? Right here, boom, boom. All right, cool. So today's, oh boy. Today's session is this one right here, and today's point of control is the 1660, right? We are trading above that point of control. We already tested that point of control. Of course, that we were going to be rejecting the daily highs before breaking them. Right now, we are consolidating at the previous broken level. This is extremely bullish, mates. I mean, the probability of going higher is higher than the probability of going lower, but there's still a probability of going lower. So that means we need to protect our trade and our existing profits, right? And our equity by moving stops to break even and taking profits at the next key level, which was the daily highs. That's all. That's what you do, mate. That's what you do. That's trading 101 right there. Cool. So let's have a look. Yeah, Mike, I'm going to do something. I'm not going to do this right now, but I'll prepare something about trading psychology. All right. Linda Anastasia. Hold on. Saras, yesterday during the news, I saw a big up movement in the DXY, then a big down in the same level, then it took out the previous daily high. Why was it like that? Why was the news first positive then negative? Why don't we have a look at what happened yesterday? Yeah, that's a good first. Yeah, let's do that. Yesterday was the CPI, if I'm not mistaken. CPI. Yeah, I mean the CPIs. All right, so this is what happened. CPI's consumer price index. The consumer price index is the data for inflation, you know, and it was expected that the growth was going to be only 0.2% versus 0.6% on the previous month, but it came out really, really high. The CPI and the core CPI. This is month over month numbers. So this is a big spike in inflation, right? Now, why it happened? Let's go to yesterday, and let's go to the 50-minute chart, right? Booyah! So this is what happened. First, we had that big bullish run, and then we had that bearish run, right? Taking out the daily lows and the daily highs, and this was a shitstorm for newbie traders. I understand. That's why we didn't trade it. All right. So what happened here was that because the expectation was so low, which means that inflation was dropping in the United States, we first got that spike to the upside. Now, if you look at what happened, we went again and retest that weekly pivot. This is just a move taking out stops, right? And positions themselves higher, and then we got into the direction of the actual news. But this is just a news-driven move. It was not going to last because this is a month-over-month number, right? And month over month numbers tend to be all over the place, and they don't impact the long term, right? Yeah, then it continued very, very nicely to the upside. That's what happened yesterday. Do you only trade certain sessions? I only trade the London and the first half of the New York session. And when I say I trade, I mean you already know that I'm not an active trader in the sense that I don't open a lot of trades. I'm not about that life. I just let them run. Yeah, that's a good question, Ahmed. Let me show you this. Right. So key levels. Key levels. Cool. What's crazy, Mike? What happened yesterday? Huh. Or the way that I trade. Right, key levels. Cool. So just have a look at this, right? Why are these levels marked on my charts? Why are these levels marked on my charts? Right, key levels to me are this. You have to go back in historic price action like this. You have to go back in historic price action like this and look for zones or levels that do this. You know, that levels that do this, levels that buyers in this case jumped in, or levels that sellers were protecting and then got broken with and buyers jumped in, right? And to the downside too, you know, these are the key levels. It's as simple as that, mate. And don't do every single fucking key level because you're going to have too many lines on your charts. Do the 4-hour chart and then do the 4-hour chart and then do the the hourly chart or so for immediate key levels, like I did here on the DXY. This is the immediate key level to me, to the upside. And to the downside, the immediate key level should be this one right here. Yes, I like it better on the blue. Forgotten that. Cool. And to the downside is this one. It's as simple as that, right? So if you don't have any more questions, oh yes, I forgot we were looking at the pound yen before I got into all of this crazy stuff, right? So, thank you, Saskia. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Do you just take positions when a trend is confirmed after a key level? No. All right. So yeah, I mean, 90% of my trades are trend tradings or trend continuations. But I mean, yeah, I need tons of confirmation before I take a trade. For example, I need a clear retest of a previous key level. I don't trade in the middle of nowhere. That's a good way to burn money. I don't trade reversals that much. I'm not into the game of picking bottoms and picking tops. That's a good way to burn money too, because of the low probability of success. What to do if we bound for inflation? Well, buy gold, mate. Thanks, Clear. Do you mention key levels on our signals? No, I don't. I do mention them on the signals analysis, though. Who's a good boy? Yeah. So the pound yen, right? We were talking about the 2-day chart on the pound yen, and we are testing this level right here. So this doesn't mean that I'm going to be taking shorts anytime soon. Of course not. This is a very bull market. But let's look at the 4-hour chart and lower. All right. So the 4-hour chart. So this is the key level that I'm interested in on the 4-hour chart, the 153.35, let's call it, or so. This one right here. But I mean, I'm not looking to buy anytime soon. What I really would want, what I really would love, is a retest of the 152.30 level right here in order for me to jump long. This retest right, and because this looks very much like a rising diagonal, which is a reversal pattern, I would not take that reversal because I don't trade reversals that much. But if it happens, I would shit. I would love to buy here. Cool. Yeah, that's a pound yen. Let's have a look at the hourly. Yeah, 152.30. I mean, yeah, that's the top of this. That's the top of this range, right? So we haven't had a real retest after breaking with this range right here. So this would actually be my buy zone. Very, very, very good buy zone. Stops. I'm not gonna say where my stops will be. If you want that, you have to join the VIP. The link is below the video. Right. How do you identify false breakouts? I don't identify false breakout because why would you trade a false breakout? No, I'm just kidding. Of course, Mike. You can't. I mean, that's a pretty. Oh, yeah. I understand now. A false breakout to me is every single breakout. For example, this one. Yeah, for example, this one. A false breakout to me would have been this one at this moment. I mean, a false breakout to me is a breakout that still hasn't been confirmed. For a breakout to be confirmed, you need, the broken level needs to hold, right? That's it. Do you ever backtest strategies? 80% of the time I'm in front of my computer, I'm backtesting, mate. I mean, if you don't backtest your strategies, you're fucked. I mean, you should not be doing this if you don't backtest your strategies. I know exactly what to do because all of my decision is backed by data, by years and years of data. I'm not gonna share it with you because that's not cheap. But yeah, it is backtested, mate. Cool. How many of the technical analysis tools do you really use when you trade? I mean, you're not using them all, aren't you? What do you mean? I mean, I don't use technical analysis tools that much. I have my oscillator, I have my levels, and that's pretty much it, you know. I use fibs for targets, and that's it. I mean, trading shouldn't be complicated, right? But yeah, Daryl, please backtest your strategies, and I backtest manually because my system is not automated, right? In the sense that I don't take decisions based on the indicators, so I have to backtest it manually. So I go back in historic price action in every single one of the markets that you see on my right, yeah, I go you know, candle by candle. That takes a lot of time, but it makes for a very, 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 very good data mining. Seems like there can be a buy position in euro yen. Let's have a look at that. Euro yen, no. What? No. This sucks. Yeah, I want to take that buy, mate. What? Why don't you share me share a chart? Why don't you share a chart? Yeah, on my paid trading courses, I'm going to share everything. Everything. I can tell you when it's going to be. When that's going to be. It's not going to be anytime soon. I haven't done anything, but I'm just not thinking about it. You know, it'll be cool. So the euro yen. I mean, why would you buy here? I don't understand. Why would you buy? Why would you buy here? I mean, this is awful. This is an awful. I mean, everything looks like it's going to go to the downside, right? I don't know, mate. I don't see a buy here. So, how do you minimize drawdown? Do you entry at retest after breakout? Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. That's the thing, Mike. You need to backtest. I mean, first of all, you need to have a fucking trading strategy. You can't be trading just by the feel. You're going to burn all your money. You have to have a trading strategy. Then you need to backtest this said trading strategy. I mean, and when I say trading strategy, you have a defined set of rules on when you take a buy or when you take a sell, right? Different setups, 2 or 3 setups at tops, right? And you need to backtest them to know exactly their probability of success, to understand how much risk you are going to put behind every single one of them, right? etc., etc., etc. You need to do everything. You need to do all of this in order to be successful, mate. Yeah, I'll tell you when my course is up, mate. Do you trade divergences? Yeah, I mean I don't trade divergences per se, but I use them as a verification of my trade idea. For example, if I were looking for a short position here on the Euro Yen, which I would be, right? I would be looking at a break of this rising triangle, you know, or wedge at a break of the weekly pivot, and this low right here. And as you can see, we have some very good bearish divergence running, but I don't trade divergence per se. You know, it's one of the let's call it justifications of my trade ideas. For example, if I mean if, and this is backed on data, if a setup that I'm trading doesn't have or doesn't present divergence, its probability of success goes down about 12%. And I know this because I have done the backtest, right? So yes, in this sense, I do trade divergence, but I don't trade divergence per se because I don't base my decisions on divergence. I only know that if the setup that I'm looking at presents divergence on it, the probabilities of success is going to be higher. I wish I had found you sooner. I really lost Blue Lot account. Will invest on your course. Hope it helps. Thank you, mate. It will help. I mean, yeah, pretty much. I mean, if what I do and what I say makes sense to you, yep, it will help a lot. So I have been live for about an hour and 15 minutes, mates. Thank you for joining me. If you want to be on the winning team, join the VIP. The link is below this video. You won't regret it. And if you do, well, you can you can cancel at any time, right? But again, why would you? Because we are rocking this market, right? Just a little view on our gold position. Yeah, we are still rocking that gold. If it hits or when it hits TP2, that'll be on half of on 0.5% risk. That'll be a 1.5% win. Yeah, so that's what we do. Thank you for joining me. If you don't have any questions, yeah, you're more than welcome. Oof, Rob, what strategy would you suggest for beginners to get started? I don't know, man. Wow, I don't know. I have no idea. I can't. I mean, I can't. I can't tell you anything about that because, oh, I don't know, mate. All right, Daryl. Thank you. Let's trade smart. Let's focus on risk management and let's rock this rest of the week, right? I'll see you guys on the VIP group. Remember that if you're on the free group, you only get me for 1 hour per week, and that is it. If you want more of me, and just join the VIP group, right? I'm pretty sure you are not going to regret it. And yeah, cheers. See you around. Bye.